to quickly go over the exercise again, which is really focused on helping you be more energized throughout the day. And having more energy during your day allows you to actually do more and focus more on the things that you want to actually accomplish for your own development, not just for the work that you were doing. So often I work with clients that want to make a change, but they don't have the energy to actually create that change. So let's focus on the things that drain you and things that energize you, and how you can use that to create new habits, to create more energy, and to create a career that you can love. So let's take a look at the things that you do at work that energize you. List 5 to 10 of these things down. Literally write them down so you can sit back, take a couple deep breaths, visualize your work day, and think about moments when you've been really energized, really pumped up, and write these things down. Are they tasks? Are they people? Just list them out. Now take some time and review that list for potential similarities. I mean, this list could literally tell you what you want to do more of right now. It could tell you who you enjoy working with the most. It can even tell you the time of day that you just are more energized, or the days of the week that you're more energized. So pay attention to what this list is really telling you, not just the actual work, but what's underneath that work, what's actually responsible for making that energizing. And so ultimately, you want to do more of this stuff. Right? So you want to put more of this within your week. You want this to be more of your job. And take a look at the next month or two and try to figure out how to incorporate more of this work into your overall job and role. And it may not be more work, right? Because we don't want to add more work to your plate, but at least more of your work that you do can consist of these tasks that energize you. So hopefully you paused and actually are doing this exercise, because it's really crucial and important to actually making change. The next step would be to do the same activity, but for the things that drain you. So often we have like one really draining meeting or one really draining exercise or task that we have to do at work that actually can crush us for like 3 days for the majority of the week. And based on how we perceive that task or perceive that meeting or the people that are involved in it, that can really influence our level of productivity and motivation, not just at work, but in our relationships and our personal life. So after you've made a list of the things that drain you, the 5, the 10, the 15, sometimes it's really just like 1 or 2 things. After you make this list, let's be proactive and say, well, how can I do less of this? How can I potentially re-perceive this, like change how I look at this and think of this to make it more like the things that energize me? Or how can I just delegate this type of work out? What sort of conversations do I have to have with my supervisor? What sort of restructuring or re-strategizing must I do to decrease the things that drain me on a day-to-day basis? And so after you do that, so now you have a game plan of how things can energize you and how you can decrease the amount of things that de-energize you. I want you to actually take a look at your calendar and take a look at how you're scheduling things. And when the things that drain you are scheduled, when the things that are energizing you are scheduled, and try to restructure your calendar to kind of bookend the things that drain you with things that energize you, or to ensure that the things that drain you aren't all on the same day, that they're spaced out. Because if we can take greater control of our daily tasks with an understanding of where we're energized and where we are drained, then we can construct a work week, a work month, a work year that really fills us up and works for us. I think too often we just try to push through things when in reality, why would we do that? Why wouldn't we just be more strategic? We're strategic in a lot of areas of our life, but what about the actual work tasks? What about figuring out how to create a work life that fills our cup up instead of drains us. So at the end of the day, we're less patient, more easily frustrated and aggravated, don't have time to do anything but sit on the couch and watch Netflix, which nothing's wrong with Netflix. I have my fun there too. But when you have more energy, so many things, so many positive things are drawn to you, can affect your life. I mean, you just ultimately are more positive. You're filtering things through a positive lens. You're more likely to engage in relationships at work. And you're more likely to perceive your work as meaningful, which is ultimately our goal. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this exercise. Feel free to share it. I'm probably going to share it around as well. But really reach out to me. I want to hear how this influences your feelings and how it impacts your life. So thank you, everyone. And most importantly, do not forget, keep on living for yourself.